Hello guys, and welcome to the second part of our third session. So for the first part of this session, we had the prepositions in, on, and at in referring to places. Now, for the second part, we are having the same prepositions, but this time it would be referring to time. Okay? Haven't you noticed, by the way, that most of the confusing words in the English language are the words that contain very few letters. An, the, am, is, are, in, on, at, can, may, will, I, me, mine, and many more. Ironic, isn't it? Anyway, let's deal with these confusions one day at a time. So get your notes ready and let's proceed with the prepositions in, on, at in talking about time. Let us start with the preposition in. In is used for times that indicate long periods like months, seasons, years, decades, and centuries. So we say in September, in summer, or in the summer, in 2023, in the last 5 years, in the next 10 years, in this decade, in the next decade, in the 20th century. We also say in the dark ages, in the past, and in the future. We also use in to say how long it will take to finish or to do something. So we say in 10 weeks, in 3 years, in a few minutes, in a moment, and in 9 months, or what we usually say in 9 months time. Okay? Let us use these phrases now in a sentence. So we say, I'll be back in 10 weeks. I will finish the course in 3 years. It will be cooked in a few minutes. They will be here in a moment. She's going to graduate in 9 months' time, or we can just say in 9 months. We also use in if we say the phrases in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. And I'm sure you're very much familiar with that. Okay, so that's for in. Anyway, if you have some questions, guys, please feel free to ask in the comment section and I will try my best to reply. Okay. Next, let us have the preposition on. Basically, on is used for complete dates. So, on plus month plus day plus year. So, we say, I was born on May 4, 1993. We do not say, I was born in May 4, 1993. No. Okay? We also use on after month and day. So we say, I will see you on March 3. We also use on for days. So we say on Monday, on Tuesday, on this day, on New Year's Eve, on Christmas Day, on Independence Day, on Good Friday, what else? On Easter Sunday, on my birthday, on Monday morning. We also say on Sunday afternoon. Okay? I hope you have noticed that we say in the evening, but we say on Monday evening. We also say in the afternoon, but we say on Saturday afternoon. We also say in the morning, but we say on Friday morning. Did you get the difference? Okay, very good then. Okay. Before we proceed to the last preposition, let me tell you an exception to the rule. Okay. In spoken English, it is okay not to use on before days like Tuesday and others. We can actually say we will have a date Saturday and I'll meet you Monday. Okay. We can say those sentences. It sounds a bit weird for me, but it is again acceptable in spoken discourse, especially among native English speakers. Okay. So now, let's have the last preposition, at. The rule states that at is used for a specific time of day. So we actually say at 10:30, at noon, at sunrise, at midnight. Simple, right? However, there are specific expressions that use the article at. We say at the present, at the moment, at the same time, at night, and at the weekend. So those are the different ways of using in, on, and at in referring to time. But before we end this session, let us answer one question that my student before had asked. Honestly, when I was asked this question, I wasn't able to answer it. I have to be honest to my student. So I told her that I have no idea and I am going to research on it, and I will tell you the answer the next time we meet. And that is what I just did. I researched and I explained to my student the answer to her question. And the question actually of my student was, when do we say on time and in time? And when do we say at the end and in the end? It's a crazy question, right? Yes, crazy but smart. Because if we look at it, on time, in time, at the end, in the end, it seems that there is no difference at all. However, there's a bit of a difference amongst these expressions or phrases. On time means at the exact time. So if the deadline of the submission is at 5:30 in the afternoon and you were able to submit your output at exactly 5:30 p.m., then you have submitted it on time. Another example here would be with the sentence, trains in Japan arrive on time. Meaning, if the train is scheduled to arrive at 10:30, then it will arrive exactly at 10:30. Okay? Clear, guys? Are we good with the phrase on time? Okay, next. In time, on the other hand, means early or soon enough. So again, if the deadline of submission is at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and you were able to submit your output, let's say at 4:45, then you have submitted it in time. Another example for in time would be the sentence, her guests were just in time for dinner. This means that if dinner was scheduled at 7 o'clock, then the guests have arrived before the clock turned 7. So that's for the phrase on time and in time. Now let's have at the end and in the end. Let us study this sentence, this one. Okay, there. In the end, she decided to take a vacation at the end of the month. In the end is the same to the word finally, while at the end means the last point of something. Other examples would be the famous sentence, there's light at the end of the tunnel. And at first, my dog didn't like the cat, but in the end, they became buddies. Meaning, finally, they became buddies. So there you go for now, guys. That's the end. Okay, wait, no. Let us have quiz time first. I almost forgot. Okay. Anyway, our quiz for this session is simple. I only have one question, and that is, what do you prefer? Being in time or being on time? Explain as well your answer. And you may write your own answer down on the comments section. Okay. So there you go for now, guys. That's the end of our third session. I hope I did not make you more confused with using in, on, and at. But again, if you have questions about the said prepositions, just feel free to ask on the comments section, and I will get back to you with an answer. Okay. Bye for now. Godspeed, everyone.